You actually, I kind of like your weight gather. That's good. Okay, but being closed off isn't. Okay, you gotta try to move straight forward.
Okay.
Okay, you're actually.
Oh, you mean with my toe, right? Going in front?
No, your foot can be
Like,
faced that way. No.
Like stepping in front. Is that what I'm doing?
You're stepping, see where that foot is on the white line, and this one's not?
Yeah.
So right away, you're gonna have a tough time moving your front hip out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay? Your foot can land like that, it just needs to be that way more. Okay?
I've been told that too.
So this is a good one position actually, dude. You're good, your elbow's behind you, your hands are good, your barrel angle's good. You have a lot of good things going on here. I really like that position right there. But what happens is, so you start the turn, okay, now this lead leg locking out this early is going to cause your swing to slow down big time, okay? And what happens, this one you actually got to a pretty good hitting position right here. And I think that was one of your better swings. It was one of the I think it was your second swing you took. And then you get through it. But then as the round goes on, what I noticed was right about here, okay, you just start to pull this front elbow a little bit too far away from you, and you start pushing your hands into the ball, you know? And that's happening because of how much your upper body, okay, so we mark your head. Whoops, not that tool, this tool. We mark your head, okay? Now, see how you come all the way out of the circle there?
Yeah.
And so you have a lot, and this is once your foot's down already, you got head and body movement forward, and that's going to cause this stuff back here, your barrel and your back elbow and your hands, to get stuck behind you. You know, they get stuck behind this line for too long. So you compensate because you have forward body movement by pulling this, your elbow, and really pushing your hands to the ball. Okay. And are you late sometimes?
Yeah.
You know?
On that inside.
There's
get that barrel down.
Yeah, there's too much space between your lead elbow, okay, and your chest in that position right there. And I can see space between your back elbow and your hip, where those elbows should be tucked in tight right before you make contact. So at that position. But I mean, look where your head is compared to your front leg. You know what I mean? I mean, I can bring up, you know, some other hitters to kind of, you know, give you an example of, you know, what you should look like in regards to that angle. But your leg angle, so here's where your head should be, right there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're hitting way over the top of the ball, you know, in regards to your upper body there. I mean, you've got some decent things going on, but see how handsy you are right there?
Yeah.
And how early you're off the bat? You know, that was one of your worst swings, but see, you really pushed through right there. That means you're basically not using any of your back arm right here because your hand's already off the bat. And this, what's your power arm?
My right.
Your right arm.
That's my right arm.
So all you're using is the little bit of force you had moving forward. That hand's got to stay on that. And I know you were early on those ones. We can back you up a little bit, but that was one of your better swings. You stay on, but look, you're still off way too early. Way too early. You're just not using that backside. So you start to rotate really good, and then you stop rotating and just push your hands through. But you've been taught to do that, right?
Yeah.
You should be turning to extension.
I did that with the Chiefs because they fixed my swing because when I was with them,